one country,
One currency,
no borders,
no borders.
one visa.
Yeah.
Everybody just to go to everywhere free.
I don't think it's a good idea.
Hello, what's popping? I am the Kenyan Beast and here like a normal day in the street of Nairobi, Kenya. Can you try showing them the street? Show them the other building there. I and them, there. Come back. You good? I'm in the street of Nairobi, Kenya. And in today's question, it's very serious. If you are from Uganda, from Ghana, from Nigeria, from South Africa, from Ethiopia, from Eritrea, from Tanzania, you need to participate on this topic. There is this topic we have that African countries need to unite. We need to have one Africa, one president, one currency. And it's a very, very high topic. And a lot of people are discussing, even about the currency. We can start with currency alone, and they are saying that if we have that thing, it will be a unity for us and a win for Africa. I don't know. So in today's video, I've decided to go in the street of Nairobi and ask Kenyans what they think about African countries uniting to have one country, one currency, one president. And I want to know what they think about that. So I am in Nairobi, Kenya. What do you think about that? For me, I don't want to say my views now because I don't want to be biased, but we need peace, we need unity. Yeah, we need one currency. For me, I love one currency, but tell me in the comment section, what do you think about African countries uniting and having one currency, one president? Let's go to the street. I am the Kenyan Beast. Come with me. Let's roll the African way. In Africa, we have this thing of Africa need to unite, so as we have one Africa, one country, one president, one currency. What's your take on that? Do you think it can happen, or it is something that cannot happen?
I love one unity. I love one Africa, because Africa is Africa. Because your mother, my father, same, black. So Africa, I don't like the borders. For example, my originality come from Ethiopia and the border of in the Kenya. I don't like the border because today I'm living in Kenya. Today I'm from Kenya. Tomorrow I'm go to Uganda. I'm from Uganda. Because the separate of in Africa because of the Mujungo, because of the Babylon system. Because of the union of for white peoples. I don't like this confused thinkings. So I love unity of in Africa.
So it's a good idea.
Good idea. One country,
one currency,
no borders, one visa. Everybody just to go to everywhere free.
Yeah, because there is some countries here you need to visit, you need to have a visa. And it's very bad thing that I'm from Kenya. I cannot visit maybe South Africa because I don't have
visa. Not possible do like that.
Yeah.
Because of what? A border. For Africa, border is not good, I feel free. I'm happy, free.
Africans are very free. And Babylon must fall.
Just go up to the Babylon system. Babylon system always thinking about like God and Goli. Don't thinking about to God and Goli, Don't snake to snake, Here is free. The peoples come to just enjoy, relax. Ja, Rastafari. Selassie.
Thank you for your time.
Yes, my Ras, Selassie.
Yes. Are you Kenyan?
Of course, I'm a Kenyan. Man.
Okay. Do you know mention any one African country, maybe from East Africa, one from North Africa, one from West Africa? Let's start with West Africa.
West Africa, we have
Nigeria. North Africa?
North Africa, I can take Egypt.
East Africa?
East Africa, Kenya, man.
Okay.
Kenya.
South Africa?
South Africa
itself.
Yeah.
So my today's question: do you each and every country in Africa has its own president and their own currency? There is this debate that Africans we need to unite. We have one president, one currency, one country. What do you think of that? Will it make it or will not make it?
It's not a good idea to me because as Kenyans, we are already Africa. We are Kenyans like. Kenya is Africa itself. It's the capital of Africa. So I don't think it will be a good idea. Yes.
Why will it not be a good idea?
There was something like you won't have that anxiety of visiting another country because it's like you're already in a country, you're already in Nigeria and you're in Kenya. So it's not a good idea to me.
It's not a good idea for you.
Yes.
And maybe between one currency, like in the United States they have $1. What if we have just one currency like Kenya shilling or like African shillings? We are using like when you go to Egypt, you are using African shilling, and you don't have to change something like that.
That's a good idea because najua sometimes there's this knowledge that people don't have of going to do exchanges of currency. One currency can work, but as one Africa, one country, I'm not into that. But a currency, one currency, that's a good idea to me.
You have talked about anxiety of visiting a country.
Yes.
Which country are you looking forward to visit? Just one country in Africa.
One country in Africa. I would love to go to Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Yes.
Why Nigeria?
Women, nyash, man.
Nyasho, nyasho. See nyasho. Wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
Okay. Hello, hi.
Hello, hi.
I am the Kenyan Beast. What about you?
Passport light.
Passport light.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I have this very, very, I don't know if it's a good question or critical or I don't know, but it's a question you need to answer. Yeah?
Okay.
What do you think of the mind of one Africa, one president, one currency?
Actually, yeah, it's good. It's good because you see in Africa, we don't have like freedom of like movement. Whereby inside Africa we need visas. Now you can't go to I think Mozambique or some other countries. So I think as African we need free visas. We need, let's say, one currency. Because now if you see Europe, they have one currency. They have freedom of movement whereby you can come from Germany, you can go to Switzerland, you can go to France, you can go to Belgium, anywhere you want. So in Africa we also need that.
Do you think it can work?
Maybe in the future.
Maybe in the future.
Yeah.
And now?
No, I don't think no.
Because a lot of African countries, you see some African countries, they want their own country, something like that.
Yeah.
So do you think that that can be implemented 100%?
Maybe in the future, if our leaders try to do that, they can do it even today. But now, like, they have to do more. They have to like negotiate. They have to agree each other. Like some countries, like they feel like migration crisis. Yeah, so they have to agree first. They have to understand each other, and then so that we can have like one Africa. One Africa. Yeah.
You can have one Africa.
Yeah. One Africa, one currency. Maybe one country. Whereby if you come from Kenya, you can go to Nigeria without visa even. You can go to Benin, you can go to Angola. Same without visa,
But it's a good idea.
This is a good idea,
Okay, thank you so much. Hello, hi.
What's good?
I am the Kenyan Beast. What about you?
I'm Eugene.
Eugene.
Mr. Giant.
Mr. Giant.
Yeah, what's good?
Beast with a giant. So this question for you.
Yeah.
What do you think of there is this things of African countries to unite, to be one Africa, we have one currency, we have one president, something like that. When you as a Kenyan, you hear about that, what comes in your mind or what do you think about it? Can it make it?
What comes to my mind is progress. I think of exceeding because, if we come together, then we unite our resources and from there on, there's nothing that can stop us. Unity is strength and separation is weakness. Yeah.
So you think it's a good idea?
It's a good idea. It's one of the best ideas. I can see Siezi Pinga you. Yeah.
So like for now, how can you see or which period of time do you see it can take for us to reach that level of uniting and having one currency and one president, something like that?
The thing about Africans is everybody has their own way of thinking and it's hard to convince them to change it for the other because we all have different cultures and different beliefs, right? So it's going to be hard to convince all of the Africans to come together to unite, to have a state like United States of America or anything like that. But I won't lie, it's not going to be easy. But if it does happen, it's going to be a good thing.
Okay.
That's for sure.
So between one president and one currency, which or two of them, which one will you think it will maybe come first or maybe which one will be hard to achieve? Between having one currency and having one president.
I'm thinking maybe one currency because if you say there's this thing called cryptocurrency, right?
Yeah.
And it's taking over it's it's powerful in the US, right?
Yeah.
Bitcoin, and it's coming into Africa, and most of people are doing it. They're trading Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and all that. So I'm thinking one currency might be the first one to enter. Then it might be the first one actually.
Worldcoin.
Yeah, Worldcoin. You see, Worldcoin united Kenyans.
Yeah.
Man, everybody was coming out to get Worldcoin.
Get a Worldcoin.
Because money will unite everyone. Money makes the world spin.
Okay.
So money will be the first one to come.
What do you think of one Africa, one president, one currency?
I
As
don't.
an African, all countries united. What's your take on that?
Okay, my take on that is that for Africa to become a nation by itself, an African nation, I don't think it's a good idea. First of all, in Africa, we've got one of the longest term presidents, and I don't know how they are called in a political way, but it's hard for them to accept that Africa to be one and to become one country as at large. So for those I don't know which strategy.
Dictatorship.
Yes, they are dictators. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
We've got dictator presidents here in Africa, and I don't think if it can work, because if in their own country it's hard for them to be ruled by others. They are ruling themselves. So it's hard for other people to convince them to come to become Africa, or to make Africa as one. It's hard.
So there'll be no peace.
There will be no peace. There will be violence. There will be wars, and it might trigger maybe World War III. You never know.
Yeah.
Because I've heard of World War III being talked somewhere about Americans, So I heard about it. So we as Africans, we as black people, if we get to trigger the world war, then the other countries might join.
Okay.
And if other countries or forces join, that means World War III escalates.
So about this issue of African United, so that we can have no restriction on borders, because we are looking forward to have no visa free in every African country. What do you think can be happen? What needs to be happen so that we can achieve that thing of having a visa free
in Africa?
Yeah.
What I can say is that we as AU or AUC, I would like them to come together. The president of the African presidents have a committee and have a meeting and maybe plan for Africans or for us Africans to have a visa free in Africa. Yeah, because we are all black. We all come from the same continent. So it will be better for us to visit our friends, our neighbors in the neighboring countries here in Africa, the landlocked and the open countries, with the visa free. It will be such a great idea.
So between one currency and one president, which do you think will be easy to be achieved in Africa?
One currency
and one president.
One currency.
One currency.
Yes, one currency. One president. It's hard.
It's hard
because we've got dictatoriated presidents here in Africa.
Which African country do you wish for it to have a visa free so that you can visit?
First of all, South Africa. Do you know why?
Yeah, why?
South Africa is the only country in Africa with white people and black people. The country in Africa whereby you can find snow. One of the biggest snows ever in Africa is South Africa.
Wow.
Yeah.